What up, guys? It's your boy Sawan Belcher. Today I wanted to run through kind of like a halfway point, because we're in July. Kind of like a halfway point, just giving you a little progress reports on how my Airbnbs are doing, okay, or how my short-term rentals are doing. If you don't know, I love Airbnb, okay, and we made a couple videos on it before, and I'll link to those right here. But I love Airbnbs, and I have a particular strategy that not many people are doing, and I will share it with you. So what's up, guys? It's your boy Sawan Belcher. I'm a full-time real estate investor here in Greensboro, North Carolina. I believe in making quick checks through wholesaling, $5, $15, $20,000 checks in just a few weeks. Making even bigger checks by buying property and actually just selling it on the MLS as is. And it takes maybe 3 or 4 months. But then even making big boy checks by fixing those houses up, taking a little longer, okay, and making $50,000 or $60,000 on those deals. And also keeping those properties, renting them out, refinancing the property and making those tax-free, income checks. So I like real estate in all fashions. I honestly believe you shouldn't just be wholesaling. You should also be looking at deals to, if you were to make more money by keeping it, by flipping it, or selling it as is, or even on seller financing terms, okay? So that's what we talk about right here, okay? Today, I wanted to just kind of give you a report out about how my Airbnbs are doing. Now, I do have more than just Airbnbs. I have a lot of long-term rentals. Actually, most of my portfolio are long-term rentals. Long-term rentals typically are on the month-to-month basis or on a year or 2-year leases. Long-term leases give you kind of the confidence that someone is going to be there raising their family there, and they're going to be there for a longer period of time, okay? The benefit to this is banks see this as a way for you to pay your mortgage without you having to pay for it. So it's a lot easier to get loans using long-term rentals, okay? The downside is these people, need to live somewhere affordable because this is where they live and this is like a monthly budget for them. So you get paid a little less than what you would as a short-term rental, okay? Short-term rentals typically are short, okay? Well, how short? Maybe 1 day, maybe 2 days, okay? Sometimes you can get in a real good niche of people who will come for 2 or 3 weeks, or sometimes even a full month. The money is a little different because unlike a long-term stay where you just provide a house, that's rent ready, in a short-term stay, you provide furniture and silverware and internet and workspaces and nice yards and, wonderful towel. And so people can feel like home and be comfortable with nice mattresses. So there's a little more value. On a standard rental, on a long-term rental, let's just call it renting out your house for maybe, let's call it $1,000. Now, out of that $1,000, we have to pay our mortgage, we got to pay our taxes, our insurance, pay for any maintenance, and then we always put in about 4% for vacant. So typically when I'm doing my numbers, I like to net cash flow $350. So I'm getting $1,000. My expenses are $650. My net profit is $350. Now let's take that same exact property. Okay, let's call that property a 2-bedroom, 1 bath. I can take that same exact property and furnish it, and I can start to charge people $110, $119 a night. Now you heard this one was the long-term rental was by the month. Okay, but the short-term rental is by the night. Okay, now the cool thing is $110 for the night doesn't sound bad. And on our side of things, being the investor, when you add up $110, $119 a night times 30, you'll come up with $4,000, $4,500. Right? You'll come up with $3,800, $3,900, whatever it is, okay? So on this same house, you can make $4,000 versus just renting it out long term, you can make $1,000, okay? Now, I serve a particular group, okay? I serve a particular group. I don't want people that are just here on vacations. Now, sometimes I get that, okay? And that's cool. All of mine are 1-bedroom, 1-bath houses, okay? That are catering to the business person that comes into town to do business, okay? Why do I like those people? Number one, they're business people. So they're probably not gonna be there a lot, so they're gonna keep it nice and clean. Okay, that's very important. It's not having a bunch of stuff to clean or break and replace. Number two, these people, typically pay more. Okay, they don't mind paying more because they understand that their work is gonna cover their expenses, or the amount of money that they get paid is gonna cover the expenses for this. So they don't see it as like a budget kind of thing. They more so see it as this is just an expense for work. So they're more willing to throw you the money. Okay, that's what we want. Throw me the bag, baby. And a lot of these people are in the need of needing midterm stays. Okay, so long-term, short-term, midterm. Midterm simply means a traveling nurse, right? A project manager doing a bridge, a refugee here to get citizenship. These people are here for 30 to 90 days to come in and get paid real quick, but they need a place to stay. Now, that traveling nurse is very, 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 very awesome. Okay, that refugee, that project manager, they're awesome because they are willing to pay $2,500 to $3,000 a month for a one bedroom, one bath house. Okay, and see, before this strategy, before I started doing this, I always had a problem wholesaling one bedroom houses. Like, nobody wants to live in a one bedroom house. Nobody, okay, has a problem with having a house that's a one bedroom that they stay at like a hotel, because typically a hotel doesn't even have a kitchen. A hotel doesn't even have a yard. But this house has a full kitchen, a full bath, full living room, and it's the same price as a hotel, but I just happen to get a whole house. Okay, so I want to kind of share how it's been going with me, and that's the kind of money that I'm bringing in. Okay, now what does my operations look like as far as time? Because now we have 5 that are active, and we're working on one more, and then we're closing on another house that we're going to use as an Airbnb next week. Operations wise, I did bring on a virtual assistant to help me out with the communications. Okay, but honestly, it's really not a lot of time, and I've noticed that my properties stay in a lot better shape while I make more money. Okay, so I want to encourage you. Okay, if you thought about Airbnb, okay, I'm gonna link this other video here that kind of gives you some instructions about how you can make $10,000 a month, just like I'm doing, okay, with only 5 properties. Okay, and not just 5 properties, but 5 properties that really, they're one bedroom, one bath. Like I said, nobody wants those, so you're able to get them for cheaper. Okay, and then you're able to make more cash flow with them. So I'm going to leave this little video so you guys can learn how to start your first short-term rental business. Okay, you guys have an amazing day. Peace.